Check 1 2. Check it. Check it. Check it. Check it. 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Hello, 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 and welcome back. Welcome back to another live stream. Oh yeah, here we go. This is working. I'm slightly worried about some of the technical issues today because we're trying something new. Hello, hello. Okay. Why is my live chat unavailable? Issues today because we're trying something new. What? Okay, this is going to throw me for a loop here. Hello, hello. Okay, so here I'm going to tell you guys how this is going to work here. For some reason, I've got two computers set up because what I want to do today, oh my god. Error 504 on this one. What I want to do today is listen to some of your guys' songs. I want to, okay, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. What I want to do is I want to listen to some of your guys' songs. Very often people message me and they're like, hey, can you take a listen to this? Often on in YouTube comments, people send me a link, and because of the just the nature of the world that I live in, I don't have time to listen to most of the stuff. So today what I figured I would do is I would take a second. Oh man, unable to chat. Please try again. What is going on here? So what I want to do today is I want to take a second to listen to your music. And I'm going to try to do this live through the power of YouTube. There may be some technical issues. I've run up a fairly complex system. I have my other computer here. I'm going to try to listen to the songs on this one, which is routing into my system, which is going into this computer, which ideally you guys will be able to hear as well. So the question is, how will you share your songs with me? To which I would respond, I'm not sure if you can do this or if it'll be marked as spam. But, okay, hang on. I can unblock that. So if you share me a link, send me a link in the chat, and I will open it. And if it doesn't work, just let me know that it's not there. I tried to turn off the spam filter. And if nobody wants, if everyone's feeling shy, then we can just chat as well. Okay, looks like some people are interested. Man, what is going on with this YouTube chat? Why is it saying unable to connect? Please try again. I'm trying, man. I'm trying my hardest. I've tried 3 times. Okay, I'm not sure if the comments with the links are coming through. Okay, so you can't send YouTube links. Okay, well, that's good to know. So here's what I want you to do. I figure this might be an issue. Here's what I want you to do. Tweet at me. Just tweet me a link. My Twitter is @SamuraiGit, @SamuraiGuit. And if you tweet at me, I got my Twitter open right now. I can listen from there. So get on Twitter, @SamuraiGit me your song, and I will listen to it, and I will tell you what I think about it. I might not listen to the whole song. Depends on how many people start doing this. And then we'll go from there. I suppose you could. No, I feel like Twitter's can be the only place that this is gonna work. Or I guess you could also just leave me, say Google up this, and I can find it. Okay, listen. This one says listen to Kenneth Bartholow says listen to nopuppet.bandcamp.com. Okay, let's try that. Oh man, I already got a couple tweets. Okay, I want you to share your songs too, though. I don't want to listen to a song by a very successful band. That would not be in the nature of what I'd like to do here. So send me your stuff. I want to hear you guys. I don't want someone to send me "Welcome to the Jungle" and say, "What do you think about this?" MP3s are fine. Anything. Anyway, send me what you have. Oh my god, this chat. Why is it not working today? This is gonna give me the rage. Send me stuff. Send me your stuff. Okay, so Lame Impala says Calite Snail Down on SoundCloud, I believe. So I'm just going to Google that. You'll likely have more of a success with this getting to me if you tweet at me, because that means I can just click on a link. Oh my god, there's 10 tweets. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to go from the first one and work my way up. And again, I'm not going to listen to the full song just because of the fact that I don't think I have enough time. But the first one we're doing here is called Super Fast Guitar Solo, and this is by Akut. And I'm going to open this in a new page, and I hope you guys will hear it. Oh, okay, there we go. I think you guys can hear this. If this chat was working, I would be able to know. Okay, so I'm listening to Super Fast Guitar Solo by Akut. Okay, so here's a couple thoughts right off the bat. Like, I can tell if you're out there, if you can hear this, if you can see this. I hope you guys can hear this. I hope this is working. If YouTube chat worked, then I would be able to know. Okay, so yeah, I think you guys can hear it. All right, so here are some of my thoughts on that, and I'll listen to a little bit more of this as we go. So first off the bat, one of the things that I noticed is this guy can play the guitar. He's got a good sense of rhythm, right? Off the bat, this sounds like it's in time. That makes me very happy. Rhythm is a huge thing for me. One of the things that I would like to hear more in your guitar playing is I hear very, very the rhythm kind of stays the same all the way throughout. And I think you also have to be thinking as much about note choice as you are about rhythm. To me, like the rhythm is a little bit stagnant. I feel like you could add some more rhythmic interest. And here's the good news. I'm actually about to do a video on that very idea of how to add rhythmic interest to your guitar solos. So I would say one of the things, I think you got a strong understanding of the guitar. It seems like your scale knowledge is pretty good. I would like to hear some more interesting rhythms within that. So I hope that works. I hope that's some valuable feedback. And man, I am just so annoyed that this live chat is such a piece of shit today. So every time, so here's the only way I can actually see what's going on in the chat is by refreshing. Like, what is up with that? What a sack of shit. Okay, so anyway, I'm just gonna go with the flow here. This will probably be less interactive as I would like it to be because I can't read the chat for whatever reason. But if you guys can see it, that's great. I'm just gonna keep on going here. So Stavinsky, I like that name. That's a cool name. Says, Samurai Git, please check me out. And again, for you guys who are just tuning in, what I'm doing today is I'm listening to people's songs and I'm going to react to them and discuss them a little bit. And then since you can't leave links in the YouTube live chat, and also because it has not working at all today, I'm getting people to tweet at me at Samurai Git, and I will listen to them there. So this one's Stavinsky. This is a SoundCloud link. Okay, here we go. So he just shared me the whole thing, his whole SoundCloud. I'm going to go to the first song. It's called Erased. So right away, so here's the first thing I noticed. Number one, I want to mention that I come from a certain world of music, and I have very certain things that I like and certain things that I dislike. There are things that I would recommend that might not work for you because these are my personal tastes. And the beautiful thing about music is that everybody has their own personal tastes. One of my personal tastes that applies to this, we're 17 seconds into this song, you got to have a shorter intro. Short intros are so crucial, and this is more this is coming from my pop preferences, but you got to hook me in quick. 17 seconds, we're getting a little long here. I like an intro to be no longer than 13 seconds, personal preference of mine. So we're 21 seconds here. Let's get to the song. I'm not sure if there are vocals, but to me this feels like very much an intro. Yeah, 40 seconds for an intro, way too long. Way too long. Like, I'm talking cut that thing not in half, in a quarter. If you can shorten that down, hook me in right away. There's something weird going on with the rhythm. I'm not sure if you guys are playing to a click. It doesn't quite groove to me. I'm not quite sure where the issue lies. But it's just like it's a feeling that I have inside that the rhythm is unsettled. That it's something that is... That's one of the most important things to me. It's just that the fact that the rhythm is grooving. I'm going to keep listening to this one a little bit longer. Cool vibe here. Kind of has like I'm not sure the exact era, but like kind of like that British, is it 90s, 80s? Oh, I don't know. I like the vibe. It's got a cool vibe to it. One of the things I'd also like to mention is that the sound quality is not going to be great. This is all like getting condensed into mono. So don't judge a lot of the stuff on the sound quality. The rhythm is feeling better here. It was more so off the intro that the rhythm was a little funky. And that's a cool riff there. I like that too. This little intro is a little long for me. So here's a big thing for me as well. When I listen to something, I want everything to matter. I want every single beat, every single note to matter. I would much rather hear a song that's 2.5 minutes that leaves me wanting more than listening to a song with fluff. Fluff is the idea of extra stuff that's there that could be taken away. I think this a little bit is a little fluffy. And now back in with the next verse right here. We don't need to hear this again. Cool vibe though. I for the most part like that. I think that's pretty good stuff. I think my biggest takeaway would be just eliminate the fluff. I hope that's oh man, are we frozen up here? Why does my computer hate me? Why does YouTube hate me today? Oh no, it is working, I think. I don't know. Unable to connect to chat. Please try again later. Yeah, what do you think I've been doing, YouTube? Okay. Moving through the Twitter notifications here. I might have to be a little bit quicker on this because I'm realizing I don't have a ton of time, and I would like to hear as much of this as possible. So the next one I'm listening to, Nightjar, Shatterclaw, official music video. Looking forward to this. You might know what I'm about to say about the intro. I feel like the same thing applies here. Let's shorten this. Let's cut this down. You can use a long intro in a live setting, and that's when it works better. But when you're trying to like get people hooked into a song, man, everybody has a short attention span. 30 seconds in. Okay, that's pretty cool. This is a pretty sick vibe. But I would rather get to this a little earlier. When you play it live, then you can stretch it out. This is very grooving. I like this a lot. I feel like this would be a fun. You guys would be a fun band to jam with. I feel like the guitar is mixed a little loud, but that could also just be because I'm running everything down in mono and can't hear it properly. I like that. That's that lift right there is very nice. I don't know if this is the chorus or the verse too, but song structure is good. You guys are pretty badass. I like this. This is a cool video too. Nice drone shot. I've never used a drone. I really like this one. One of the things, okay, so here's a thought. I might try to make a little more use of musical space. There's a lot of that guitar chugging lick. And even though like you go higher, you go lower, I would the notes are just there's just a lot of notes right in my face. Like it would be cool to maybe do something where you just like hit a note and just like just like let it ring out a little bit. Let the music breathe. This idea of musical space. Space can be just as powerful as notes. And to me, that makes, when you let the music breathe a little bit, it makes it so much more powerful when that rockin' riff comes back in. Like if in the second verse, maybe to set up the chorus, you had a lot of a contrast in there, take that main riff and bring it down a little bit, simplify it a little bit, see if you can play half as many notes in there. When the chorus comes in, it's going to feel that much bigger. Cool song, guys. Nightjar, Shatterclaw. Gonna be listening for you. Okay, moving on up this list. Samurai Git. This is by Jacopo D'Alessandro. Baba Yaga version 2.0. I wonder what version 1 looks like. Whoa. This one's pretty loud. So this is one of those ones that I'm going to have a really tough time to react to. Because this music, while I appreciate this style of music and I can recognize the talent, it's just a style that I have never, ever listened to and don't find a ton of pleasure in personally. So I can't say, hey, this is what I would do, because I feel like if I were to say, okay, do this, do this, do this, it'd be taking away from the very essence of the music. If I were to say, well, I can't really understand what the vocalist is saying, well, can you ever understand what he's saying in that genre? I don't think I would be the right person to make a call on what you should or should not work on in this one, especially since, like, as far as I can tell, rhythmically it sounds pretty tight. Any issues I would have, I think, would be more genre related, or I'm not sure if they would. So that's a tough one. I hope. Yeah, sorry about that. I wish I could say more on that one, but that's just I wouldn't be the guy to ask for advice on that, based on the fact that I really just don't listen to that style. How's everything sounding over there to you guys? Can you guys hear this stuff? Again, this chat is just being a useless sack of garbage today, and I can't. The comments aren't coming up. All I'm seeing is a thing that says unable to connect to chat. Please try again. But if I refresh it, then I can see everything that came up there. So I hope everything is all right here. I hope this isn't like just frozen and nothing is going on. Jeez, that'd be rough. Again, if you want to send me your stuff for me to listen to, it's at Samurai Git on Twitter, and that's where I'm going through. I'm going to try to listen to as much as possible within the hour here. Okay, Connor Quinlan says, link to your live stream. Cat it jammin'. Cool. Let's do this. I'm going to try to make sure it doesn't blow anyone's ears off. Ooh, it's got that DJ Shadow vibe. I might make a little less use of that vinyl effect, that vinyl scratch. I think that's one of those things that's a texture that you want to be very subtle. You don't want it to be the most obvious thing. You want it just to be kind of under there. And this is kind of one of the things I think of when I put like filters on videos too. I want a filter on a video to be very much a side note. I don't want that to be taking too much distraction away from what's going on. I feel like that kind of thing applies to a song as well. feel like there's a little. I like the feel of the song. I think there is. So you label this jam. This makes me think you're just kind of jamming away, and that's a great place for that. What I would say to take this song to the next step is start arranging some of these parts a little bit. I feel like the way that you did the song was you recorded one thing, and then you recorded the next one, and then you recorded the next one, and it was done. And I think that's a great way to start. But I think the next step is to work on arrangements. Make sure that everything is functioning not necessarily as this one thing then layered on top of the next, but functioning together to create the essence of a song. Everything is supporting everything. I would say that would be my one biggest critique. I feel like there are some things that are slightly disconnected. I would like these parts to be arranged more, so that everything is just truly, truly working together. That would be my gut instinct on that one. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Refresh, because YouTube chat is absolute garbage today. So let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, people like it. I like it too. I think it's really cool. I would like to hear this. If you said, I would like to hear, if you were like, I'm going to turn this into a song, and I'm going to focus on the song and rewrite the song and really, really focus on this one thing, I would like to hear where it goes from there. I would like to hear the song after a month of you really, really working on it and shaping it. I think it'd be really, really cool. To me, at this point, it still seems like a collection of ideas, and I want to hear an arrangement. So, good stuff. Thank you for sharing, Connor. Scrolling up. Adrian Dominguez says, hope you can listen to it. This is called Cosmic Dino Dog. The Cosmic Dino Dog by Mystic Rainbow. I'm not sure actually what's the name and what's the song name, but I love the Cosmic Dino Dog. I love that. That's a sweet name. I once had a band called Cosmic Funk Horse. And all we did, we just got up there with no idea what we were doing. We picked a key, drummer counted in, and we just started jamming. Good times. Cosmic Dino Dog, Mystic Rainbow. Here we go. I love the fact that the song is 2 minutes and 22 seconds. That's what I'm talking about. Leave them wanting more. Nice. So I'm not sure if there are lyrics. Cool. Really nice arrangement here. The guitar reverb sounds... Something's throwing me off a little bit with that. I don't know exactly what it is. So when you create a song and when you produce a song, you create an artificial environment that you're listening to. You're essentially recreating a live experience. In one way or another, you maybe have a guitar player who's up close to you, and then you might have the drummer who's behind you, and you can create some of that depth based on reverbs. And you kind of want everything to sound like it's in a similar place. I feel like the reverb that was used on the guitar is something that takes me into another environment, and it doesn't make sonic sense to me, and it's a little bit throws me off a little bit because I feel like all the instruments, they're kind of like in one type of room, and then the guitar feels like it's in a cavern, and that just like that type of thing really disorients me a little bit. Another thought here is here's what I like about this song. It's I think I know what you're trying to do with this song, and I think you succeeded in it. I think it's true to whatever vision you had, this idea of psychedelic kind of rocky type stuff. You're gonna have a tough time hooking people in without vocals or a very strong, pertinent melody. Because right here, this is to me like a solo type of thing for the guitar. There's nothing for me to sing along with as a listener. Now, having said that, I feel like this type of music would be great as background music on a TV show, that kind of thing. But I think on its own, I don't know if I would be hooked in by just the feel of it. Oh, is my chat working? No, it still says unable to connect. Thanks, YouTube. Actually, you know what? You know who's probably to blame? I'm probably to blame here because I got 3 computers going on. But either way. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next one here. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I hope everyone's having fun out there. That was Cosmic Dino Dog, Mystic Rainbow. Thank you so much for sharing. Again, I would love to be able to give long feedbacks to all of these, but I'm realizing there's 96 people who have tweeted me, so there's no chance I'm going to be able to do all of them. I'm going to try to get to as many as I can. If I click on this button, this is going to show me, oh my God, a lot of people. So I'm going to start jumping around a little bit. So here's one that was a very, very recent one. This is Downer said, just an experiment I'm getting into, but I would love to have your opinion. This one's called Clock Lake Engine Kind of Good Original. 217, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Keep it short, keep it sweet. Yeah, and if you guys leave me comments saying, here, this is what I want to do with this music, because that kind of matters as well. Because if someone's like, hey, I want to be the next Taylor Swift or next pop star, I'm gonna listen with a very different ear than if someone's like, hey, I'm trying to create soundtracks for video games, or if someone's like, I'm trying to get into music school with this piece, I'm going to listen to that very differently than if someone's like, I'm trying to insult such and such with this piece. So if you let me know what you want me to listen for and what your goals and why you make this music, then it's going to enable me to direct my critique a little bit more. I like to hear less reverb on the vocals personally. You got to buy yourself a pop filter. A pop filter prevents those little noises that the microphone makes when you're singing. I've got one around here somewhere. That's little things like that. Not everybody off the bat can afford the best of quality and every single thing that you need to make really, really polished sounding music. But the more things you can do to put up less barriers in front of your song, the better. If you record with an iPhone, it's going to be tough for people to hear beyond that. In the same way, little things like that, they sound amateur-y to me, and because of that, it can distort my view of everything else that's going on in the song. So, pop filter, it's like $20, worthwhile buying. I like that guitar part. That's really cool. I think the vocal range is very similar all the way through. I'd like to create a little bit of difference between your verses and your bridges and your choruses and whatnot. It's some of it sounds a little bit similar to me. And I think what could change that is if you're like, okay, well, I'm singing the verse around this vocal range, and then my bridge moves up a little bit, and my chorus is a little bit higher. If the whole time, your whole song focuses on like 3 or 4 notes, then it's a little tough to hear those differences between those parts. Again, that comes from a bit of a pop mindset, and I realize this isn't necessarily pop music, but that's one of my personal things that I like. Okay, here's another thing to think about. And again, pop world, that's kind of music I naturally I'm drawn to, even if that's not always what I play. I think your rhythm, there's a guy who shared a song earlier, and I had a kind of a similar thing to say. I would love to hear what you could do if you start really trying to change up your rhythms. All the rhythms are very similar. I like hearing some notes that are sung out for long periods of time. It changes the feel. These are little things you can use to create interest within a song. Whereas when I listen to this, I'm hearing very much very, very similar rhythms all the way through. I like this guitar part. This guitar part is very cool. There's also one chord that I heard early on that was that brought my ear in. Okay, I'm going to listen to another one. Thank you so much for sharing. I enjoyed that. Downer. Again, I wish I could give you guys all just like an hour of my time just to listen to every single one of you. I wish I could listen to every single one here, but I can't because I have to do things such as eat and sleep and make my own music. Okay, I've just scrolled down randomly. I'm just kind of jumping back and forth here. I'm gonna try to listen as much of this as I can. This one is called. Actually, no. Before I listen to this next one, I should look in the chat to make sure you guys aren't saying, "Hey, you froze up 5 minutes ago, you stupid idiot." Again, if you want me to listen, don't share it in the chat, because the chat is dying on me. The chat is being absolutely useless. Send me a tweet at SamuraiGit. Just tweet at SamuraiGit and let me know what you want me to listen to, and let me know what your goals are with your music, where you want to push it, or what you want to do with it. Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm having fun. This one is by John Howard, and he says, "SamuraiGit, please critique this. It's called Sunshine." Okay, before I even start the song, I'm going to make one little comment here. The power of a song title. Song titles are one of the first things. Everyone says don't judge a book by its cover, but man, sometimes we all do it. If someone says to me, "Hey, I came up with this song, here's the name of it," instantly, if there's like an amazing song title, I'm like, wow, cool. So I want you to ask yourself, how good is your song title? Could you name your album? Would you name your album that song title? Would you, if you went on a world tour, would you name your tour after that song title? Think of a song like, I brought this up earlier, "Welcome to the Jungle." What a great song title. I want to hear that song. Instantly, I want to hear that song. You could name, the album that it's on is called Appetite for Destruction, but that album could be called "Welcome to the Jungle." Guns N' Roses' debut album. Powerful song title. Their tour could have been the 1992 or whatever year it was. The 1989 Guns N' Roses "Welcome to the Jungle" World Tour. I would ask you, would you name your album Sunshine? Would you go on the Sunshine Tour? I don't know if it's that strong, but sometimes that's just the case. Sometimes a song can't be named anything else. I don't know. I haven't listened to the song. Just a thought about song titles. Generally speaking, the more powerful a song title, the more you can do with it. So here we go. When the mountains crumble, let me be forever humble. Let the sun shine forever in my soul. Let the sun shine down. Kind of like bluegrassy gospel type stuff. I love this type of music. Love it. Let the sun shine forever in my soul. Let the sun oh, I'd love to play guitar with this, jam along with it. It'd be so much fun. I forgot the lyrics. Okay, so I think like in this genre, nailed it. Perfect chord progression. It feels like you've grown up playing this type of music. I would rather hear this song called "Let the Sun Shine." To me, that's just a little bit more engaging. Without listening to the whole song, everything focuses around the G chord. It's sometimes nice to have a section that at least goes to like a C, a D, where that's kind of the focus of the section, creating interest. Maybe you have a bridge later on. It'd be something that I would think about going forward. Maybe it doesn't fit in this song. But if all your sections kind of start on a G or whatever, then it's one of those things that is very it doesn't separate those sections, and it's great to have repetition, but the listener's ear can get tired of hearing a G in the beginning of every second. One of the things I'll try to do, write my verse, focus around the G. Write my chorus, focus around the C. Bridge comes along, and now we're in kind of D land. Thing to think about. I don't know if it would work on the song, and anyway. Good stuff, man. Good stuff, John Howard. Nice t-shirt. He's wearing a Rush t-shirt. I forgot that you guys can't see what I'm seeing. Okay, jumping around again. This one is okay. This one looks interesting. SamuraiGit. This is by Bartel. This is some female sung German punk from Austria. The song is about a year old, and this song is called Leber Zerose. No WKR. Okay, so off the bat, I'm going to have no idea what the lyrics say. but that's okay. And I'm going to turn this down a little bit, because if it's punk rock, it's going to be probably pretty loud. So I'm wondering to myself, oh, never mind. I was going to say, since what I'm doing here, I've got this all, I don't have the greatest setup right now. This first time doing this, dealing with some technical issues. One of the things that I'm dealing with is the fact that we're not hearing this in stereo, and I'm thinking we're only hearing like the right or the left speaker, and it's getting mixed down to mono. And so I was going to say, I don't know if in like you had a guitar panned hard left at the beginning here. It seems a little odd, but I kind of like the oddness of the fact that there's no guitar chugging away at this point. This is another one of those types of music that'll be a little tough for me to react to, because I don't listen to a ton of this stuff. That's pretty rockin'. Timing's a little funky, but kind of that's in the nature of the music, I think. I think it very much accomplishes the goal that it does. Everything seems to serve the song in it. Without being someone who's extremely knowledgeable in this style, I wouldn't have a ton to say, because I think my critiques would be more critique, or not necessarily critique. I would be pointing out things that I don't necessarily like about the genre, but other people are really drawn to in this genre. One of the things that I don't love about the song is the fact that it sounds very much like it was recorded. The recording quality seems punk rock. It doesn't seem very refined and polished, but then again, like that's one of the things that fits the genre. So it's a little hard for me to react in that sense. I don't know if I would find myself listening to this style, but if on the off chance I did, such as now, it's like, hey, this is pretty cool. Oh, I kind of love those gang vocals there. That's pretty sweet. I don't know. Seems like you guys rock. Seems like you guys have got a message, and I think this probably does a very good job at portraying that. Cool. Thank you for sharing. All right, let's keep on keeping on here. Oh my God, there's 75 new notifications. You guys are crushing it. Love it. Absolutely love it. The only thing I don't love is the fact that there's no way I can listen to all these. But I'm so happy you guys are sending me your stuff. And I'm having a lot of fun here. I hope everyone else is too. I'll refresh the comments to make sure you guys are everything's going all right. Again, if you want me to listen to your songs, at Samurai Git on Twitter. Send me your song. Anything else that I have to say? Yeah, send me your song on Twitter. I'm not really reading the comments right now because the YouTube chat is just killing me today. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna take a little sip of my jasmine tea before I continue. Alvaro Mo, I can read this, but it makes me it just takes a second because it doesn't happen live, so I have to refresh, and then I can see all the comments that I missed. Yeah, tweet at me at Samurai Git if you want me to take a listen to your song. Okay. Here is another one. This one's called this is by Gundogdu Akin, and he sent a song, or maybe she, I don't really know, called Riddles in the Dark, Fall from Grace. Okay, loading up here. Oh, 2:56. Yes, keep them songs under 3 minutes. I have a feeling this is going to be pretty hard rocking. Based on the, I was going to say based on the name and the artwork here, but it seems pretty moody. Is there going to be an electric guitar and drum beat that... I like how you have the lyrics for me too. Obviously very polished, obviously very well produced. I think the song was crafted very well. I'm not loving the lyrics. Let's look at these lyrics here. So here are the lyrics. You guys can't see them. Days are changing. And then I think it's times are turning. Times are turning. And then I know now you won't let me go. Break my chains. Wash my brain. And I know the truth can be shown. So this might be a stylistic thing. I really like lyrics that I read and I say, wow, what a clever way of putting that. I've never heard, I understand exactly what this person is saying, but I've never heard somebody say it in that way. I feel like I've seen lyrics like this in one way or another at some other point in my life. It doesn't give me that feeling of me going, wow, I wish I wrote that. And I think that's what you should strive towards. It's not like they're bad or anything like that. It's just like I feel like lyrically there's a lot more depth that you could get. And maybe it's a stylistic thing. One of the things I love about mainstream country music, a genre that I have said before I don't care for a lot of it. There's a lot that's absolute trash. But now and then in mainstream country music, somebody writes a song about an idea as simple as love, heartbreak, whatever, drinking with your friends. But they say it in a way that's totally unique. Everyone can understand it. They're not using fancy words, but they just twisted it around in a way that's just so clever. I want to read you guys some lyrics. Some of my favorite lyrics. And these are the kind of lyrics that I strive to write whenever I write lyrics. And this is a song called Diamond Rings and Old Bar Stools. And again, obviously, this is not the same type of music in the least bit. But these are the kind of lyrics, and I think everyone should strive when they're writing lyrics to write lyrics that are this clever. So the song goes, Diamond rings and old bar stools, one's for queens and one's for fools. One's the future and one's the past. One's forever and one won't last. That idea there, that comparison between these two things, and it paints an idea. It paints an idea of what's being presented here. Everyone can understand this. It's not complicated, but it's so clever. I think that cleverness, it's not necessarily you have to write songs about bar stools and trucks and whatever, but striving for that. So anyway, this song continues. It ain't like midnight and cigarette smoke. It ain't like watered down whiskey and coke. I guess some things just don't mix like you hoped, like me and you. And diamond rings and old bar stools. And so slowly it paints this idea of this guy sitting at a bar stool, staring at this diamond ring that he went to give this woman or his girlfriend or whatever. And he's like, wow, these things just don't mix. And to me, it's just so clever. The wrongs and rights, the highs and lows, the I love yous, the I told you so's. Past few miles to wherever's home, another morning, waking up alone. We ain't like midnight and cigarette smoke, nothing like watered down whiskey and coke. I guess some things just don't mix like you hope, like me and you, and diamond rings and old bar stools. So, that song right there, to me, that's the kind of cleverness I want to read, or I want to hear in all lyrics. That's what gets me excited. And it doesn't matter if it's in metal, if it's in country, whatever. That kind of cleverness is, I think, what we should strive towards. That song in particular, I heard that song when it was a demo. These couple writers down in Nashville had recorded that song, and they just demoed it, and I listened to that song. I was like, this is one of my favorite songs that I've ever heard. These lyrics are so powerful. I was like, this is going to be, someone's going to cut this song. This song's going to be a hit. Sure enough, a couple years later, Tim McGraw cut it, and boom, massive hit. So, to the song that was shared with me, Riddles in the Dark, Fall from Grace, the point that I'm trying to make is not that you write country music. The point is that I am trying to make is that you strive to write really creative and clever lyrics, and I think that will be what can bring something like that home. It just adds such a deeper dimension. Okay, let's do another one here. Okay, this is Kim Barbez. She says, hey, or maybe he. Hey, I basically try to write a feeling into music. It's called My Special Someone. Thank you. Let's do it. My Special Someone. 2 minutes, 33 seconds. Yes, you guys. That's what I'm talking about. Short and sweet. Oh, makes me so happy. So I'm not sure if there are lyrics in the song, but if there are, I would have liked to have heard them come in. This is another one of those things about me and my short intros. I'm not sure if there are lyrics. Okay, so I think it's just like a feel type of thing. Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, there's some weird production things with the guitar, and I don't know if that's just the fact that I'm listening through YouTube that's being routed into my speakers, which comes out a whole bunch of different ways. I feel like there's a little much compression on the guitar. I'm not sure exactly. It reminds me of something that like John Frusciante would have made on his Nyandra de la Days album, which is a really cool album of just like feelings put into music. Not polished necessarily, but just a feeling into music. Cool. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, gonna jump around here. Oh man, 49 notifications. You guys are awesome. Again, if you want me to listen to your songs, I'm going to try to listen to as much as possible. Tweet at me, @SamuraiGit. That's where I'm finding these. Okay, here we go. This one, I love the name of this one. So this is by Chocolate Hernia. This is our song, French Baguettes, only rap and drums, no guitar. We're trying to make some good memes. So naturally, I'm thinking this is going to be, this is for the lulz. And so, as such, I'm going to be listening to the song for that. 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Yes! Love it. Chocolate Hernia. French Baguette. And so right now they are walking to the car with a bunch of baguettes in a shopping cart. They're dumping the shopping cart into this white SUV, and now they're walking off. And now the title comes, French Baguettes. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
French baguettes, French baguettes, straight with butter, 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 French baguettes.
So I can tell you guys are having a great time doing this, and that just fills my heart with joy. To see people getting, like, just having fun with music is something that is so awesome. The other day I was at my buddy's cabin, and another one of my buddies was down there, and he showed me this thing that him and his brother and a bunch of friends did. They just rented a recording studio, and apparently my other buddy does this now and then. He rents a recording studio, gets the producer just to make a beat, and then they all take turns rapping over top of it. And my buddy was actually really good. Like, his verse was awesome. The other guys, not as much. But the fact that I could see them just having so much fun with it, man, that's what music's about. So here's what I would say about French baguettes. My thoughts would be, when you say we're trying to make some good memes, the idea is we're trying to make something that's just kind of weird and it's gonna stand out, and we're gonna do something that could potentially go viral. So my thoughts on that are, in the early days of YouTube, you could just create something kind of random and weird, and it might do that. Now everybody and their mother is trying to do that. You need to add an element of, I think, cleverness in there. So if you made a rap called French Baguettes, and then you wrote a bunch of lyrics about French baguettes, and like, I don't know what you would write, but if you wrote something that just made me go, oh wow, that's clever, dang, that's clever, that's the kind of thing that I would say, all right, you got to hear this song. You got to hear the song about French baguettes. Trust me, you need to hear this. I don't know if I have that feeling about this song. I'm not saying to my friend, okay guys, I just heard the most hilarious song about French baguettes. Trust me, it sounds ridiculous. You got to hear it. I don't quite get that feeling there. So I think for you guys, it's about taking some weird idea, low production cost video, but making it just so clever. Kind of like Lil Dicky. I don't know if you guys know Lil Dicky. He's a rapper, and he just like it's just so funny. I think that would be what would memify this. Okay, here we go. Gonna keep on scrolling through these. Let's jump down to an older one, because I don't want to just listen to the newest ones that pop up. Okay. We're going to listen to Paul Gastel's song called Angel in Disguise. But before we do that, I'm just going to check these comments here to make sure I haven't insulted anyone and made anyone very mad and to make sure that this is still working. Yes, it does seem. Oh my. Okay, so here's what I'm dealing with now. My chat just disappeared. It's not on the page. There's just a blank. Here it came back. Again, I see people putting YouTube links in the description. Send it to me on Twitter, because I can't. I need something that I can click on. I can't be copy and pasting. Ain't no one got time for that. Send it to me on Twitter at SamuraiGit. Okay. Anyway, back to Paul Gastel, Angel in Disguise. Here we go. And he says, "Hey, please take a listen to my song, Angel in Disguise. It's some acoustic rock I wrote." I like this chord progression. I think it's like a 1 flat 3 major to the 4 back to the 1. One of the things I like is I can tell that you have a sensibility of this music, and you've analyzed a lot of music. Because right when I was thinking, hey, I want a little change in this song, I want some sort of lift, it happened. I can definitely picture around this song the band that's rocking out, and I don't think it does it justice listening to the acoustic version of that. I want to hear like Angus and Malcolm jamming out to this, and it's just fully rocked out. I think there are songs that are great because of the way that they're written, and there's songs that are great because of the performance. A song like Little Wing can be covered by anyone, and that song is just inherently beautiful and amazing and great. A song like one of Bo Diddley's song, it's amazing because of the performance. I think this song, it's one of those songs where it's like the performance is what's really, really, really going to take it to life. And not hearing that in the full context, it's tough to judge it, because that's what I'm imagining in my head. But thank you so much for sharing that. And if you ever do a full band recording of that, I'd love to hear it. You know how to share stuff with me now. I'm going to do this again in the future. This is fun. One of the other reasons why I'm not playing guitar as much today is because I've played guitar in most of my live streams. Got to change it up. I wasn't really feeling that today, but also my wrist is having some wrist pains. It's nothing big. I've got cream that is supposed to help it. I had this happen back in October, and so it's a reason to give the old wrist a little bit of a wrist rest. It's the name of my next avant-garde jazz album, Wrist Rest. Okay, here we go. This one's called Beyond the Pale. Now I See. Suddenly I see. Remember that song? Who was that by? Was it Katie Tunstall? Man, that was a good song. Anyway, getting distracted. Thinking about Katie Tunstall. This is by Jarl. Jarl82 tweeted at me, and he said, "Hey, Samurai, love your stuff. Can you listen to one of my songs? Keep on the good work. Love from Norway. Love right back at you from Winnipeg, middle of Canada." Shout out. Okay, we are going to do Beyond the Pale. Here we go. Oops, I clicked on the wrong button. This is still going to work. No, it's not. Hang on. Here we go. There, I clicked on the right button. Okay. Kind of like 90s grungy type of thing. My girlfriend Jenny would love this. This is the music that she loves to listen to. The mix here is a little weird, and this could be on my end because I am doing some weird routing. I can't hear the vocals at all. That's the star of the song. That's got to be up front and center. Yeah, that could very much be an issue on my end. However, Having said that, the only reason why I wouldn't be hearing the vocals is if you panned it left or very far right. Generally speaking, you want the vocals to be pretty close to the middle of your stereo span or your stereo panning, because that's like the center. Because of that, I'm not sure exactly if it's what the issue is there. You definitely got a vibe, and it's a very cool vibe. It's also a great band shot. You guys can't see this, I guess, but the picture that they have for their band picture, they look like a band. It's a good shot. It's not just a bunch of guys standing around outside, and it looks like they just got off work and decided to take a picture with their iPhone. This looks like the picture, very well done. Band pictures are tough to do. This one, well done. Well done, Beyond the Pale. Okay, cool. Great chorus here. I got my lift that I was looking for. I was just thinking, okay, when's this chorus coming in? It hits me. There's a lift in the melody. The band's rocking out. Cool, man. Thank you so much for sharing. That is a good jam. And I'm going to show that to Samurai Jenny, who is my girlfriend. And she's going to love it. And she's going to say, thank you for sharing that with me. This is my new favorite band from Norway. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do now the most recent one. And guys, again, if you want me to listen, tweet at me at SamuraiGit on Twitter. Marco David says, can you please give this a listen? It would mean a lot to me. Cheers from Venezuela in Spain. I think you linked me the wrong link. I think you're linking me to my own. You want me to listen? Yeah, you did. You're linking me directly to my own YouTube channel. So copy and paste that link again, and then I'll be able to listen. So I'm going to scroll down to the next one. This is Jacob Ferguson says, here's the band that I'm in from Springfield, Missouri. Much love. Have I been to Missouri? I've driven across the U.S. a bunch of times. Not so much lately, but like I've driven from Florida to Winnipeg. I've driven from Toronto to New Orleans, from New Orleans to Memphis to Winnipeg, Winnipeg to Nashville, Winnipeg to Los Angeles. I've driven a lot across the U.S. I don't know if I've been to Missouri. Anyway, that doesn't matter at all. Here we go. Midwest Mutts, Hand Over Hand. Okay, so you guys haven't heard anything yet, and I'm going to make a little comment on this. And the reason why is because there's a fairly long intro, a bunch of flickering, a bunch of credits, and now we are starting. So we're 15 seconds in. Man, kill that intro. Get rid of that intro. For the love of God, get rid of that intro. The reason why I say this is because people have such a short attention span. You have such a slim margin to capture somebody's attention. Usually that's within 5 seconds. If I'm just seeing like credits in that 5 seconds, you've squandered that opportunity. At this point, if somebody shared this on my Facebook, I have probably already clicked it away, because 15 seconds, I'm like, okay, you lost my attention. You had your chance to capture it. You lost it. Get rid of these intros. Any of that information you can overlay over the top of the video. Anyway, here we go. Let's rock. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, give me that bump. Oh, do I see a trumpet? I love the trumpet.
Give it to him.
Oh. I think it's maybe one of the guitar parts that has absolutely no reverb, that has that auto on it. I would put a little bit of reverb on that. It's a little too in my face. Especially since there's so much reverb on the vocalist, like having that auto wah guitar player with no reverb puts it seems a little bit out of place. I feel like just a bit of reverb, tucking that in the back a little bit, would be a nice production tool. Yeah, this guitar right here. It just seems out of place, especially compared to that trumpet. Damn funky though. Nice stuff, guys. If I'm ever in Springfield, Missouri, I'm going to look for you guys so I can get my dance on out there. Oh. Give me that funk. Okay, I'm going to read some comments here. Again, to make sure to double check that I haven't insulted anyone too much. Man, I should check to make sure the stream is still going strong. I haven't really been looking at my computer here that much. It says stream health is yellow. What have I done? What have I done? Okay, it's still here. Yes, it is still here. Okay, I thought I killed my stream. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up in 15 minutes because old Stevie Boy needs to make some dinner before I have to teach some guitar lessons. But let's keep on rocking. So this is the most recent one by Beethoven 2030. He says, "Hey Samurai Git." Or, "Hey Samurai, please critique my songs. 100% independent, mixed and mastered by myself. Lyrics in the description." Nice. I'm going to read those lyrics too. If you guys want me to listen to your songs, reacting to them for the next 15 minutes, all you got to do is tweet at me at SamuraiGit. I'm also going to do this again in the future. So if I don't get to your song today, it's not the end of the world because I will be doing this again in the future. I'm having some fun. I hope you guys are having fun too. If I look at my statistics, I don't think there's been a ton of drop off here. So nice. Okay. Here we go. Bad Weather Blossom. Lyrics in the description. What's that song by Jake Paul where he talks about merch in the description or something? Selling merch like a god church? I've been trying to avoid that meme. Okay, Bad Weather Blossom. Here we go. Ooh, I'm reading some of these lyrics. These are quite good. We haven't got to them yet. So I'm thinking the fact that we can't really hear the lyrics are because of the fact that of how I've routed my signal here. If you guys want to listen to any of these songs, by the way, what have I done? If you guys want to listen to any of these songs, by the way, just like come to my Twitter at SamuraiGit, and I think there's a way you can look at who's tweeted me what, and you can find all these. I hope. I think you can. There's got to be a way. You can look at maybe my mentions or something. Anyway, I like this. It's got a vibe to it. It's very tight. Everything's in time. That makes me happy. I feel like the arrangement's really well done. Everything was played for a reason. I would have liked something to hit me there a little bit, I think. Maybe something just a little bit of a boost there. I'm not sure exactly what it would be. Something as simple as a shaker can just like bring it home at some of these moments. And certain moments in songs are very powerful moments. That was a very powerful moment, and I'm not sure it was used to its max. Because listen here. Left me hanging. And now we're kind of just back to where we were before. Oh wait, no, do I hear an acoustic guitar? That's kind of nice. Ah, nice. You guys nailed it. Good song. Well done, Bad Weather Blossom. Well done. I like that. But anyway, my point applies to others, but well done on that one. Okay. Here we go. Let's do another one. So this is Tyler Brassington says, "Please listen to my song. It'd be a huge honor." And he spelled honor the Canadian way. That makes me happy. Possibly the British way. Honour. Because I believe Americans spell it Honor. This is called post-metal / shoegaze untitled instrumental. Is shoegaze a style? I'm not too familiar with this style. Here we go. Okay, so hang on. On another note, there's a YouTuber called Shoe Nice. I used to watch him. I was pretty pumped on him because like guy's a goddamn mess. Like you'll know what I mean when you watch him. But like his whole channel's been built around eating things that shouldn't be eaten, like glue, as well as drinking more than the recommended amount of alcohol, such as like chugging 2 6s and stuff. And I used to watch him because like for a while he was like, listen, I'm getting sober here. I'm cleaning up my life. And I was like super pumped on that. I'm like, okay, awesome. I want to see this guy go from being this bit of a train wreck to cleaning up his life. Anyway, then he got back on the booze, and I don't even know why I brought this up. Anyway, that's Shoe Nice. Oh yeah, Shoegaze made me think of old Shoey. Hope he's doing well. I stopped watching him a while ago. Let's listen to this song. Why are you not playing? Let's try this again. Here we go. Cool. I think there's likely something going on in one of the ears that I don't have access to. But I'm just going to critique this based on what I hear right now, and probably if I had this rigged up in a normal way, I would be able to hear more. I don't hear so much of a melody. I hear a bunch of ideas and riffs, and that's one of the things that hooks me in, and it's tough to be hooked into a song without a melody. There's kind of 3 elements of music. You got your harmony, which is like the chords going on. You got your rhythm, which is like partially in like the drums. And then you have the melody, and the melody is that line that soars over top. Usually it's the vocal line. When you're making instrumental music, you have to really be aware of, okay, how am I fulfilling the melody role? Because if you don't, then it just ends up sounding very much like music that could be used in a film or as background type of music, which is great. But if you want your music to be the forefront, you need to fulfill those 3 elements in some way or another, I think. And I'm not really hearing that with this. Which doesn't mean that it's not great. And it doesn't mean that there's not a place to use this music. But as if I were to say, okay, would I go and actively seek out a night of songs like this at a concert? It would be tough to engage me with that for that period of time. So just a thing to think about. Maybe you might want to consider having like some sort of melody in there, and maybe it's happening in my right ear, and I'm only getting the left ear based on how I've rigged up this weird little contraption to enable me to listen to you. Okay, guys, 7 more minutes here. I'm going to do like 3-4 more songs. Keep sharing them at Samurai Git. And if I don't get to you today, please tune in again, and I'll try to respond and do this again sometime in the near future because it's pretty cool. Let's jump over to the comments here, see what you guys are saying. Someone says, how do we send music? Tweet it at me, at SamuraiGit on Twitter. Let me just read some of these comments here, because maybe it's important. Manitoba Misanthrope says it's currently beer 30 in Canada. I like that. Around here, time is measured in beer. I should have spelled out Samurai Git. You probably are tweeting at some random guy. It's Samurai, SAMURAI GUIT. So just like Samurai Guitarist, but shortened. One of the reasons that's my Twitter name is because Twitter wouldn't let me have the Samurai Guitarist handle because it was too long. So I was like, well, come on. What do I do with this? All right. Looks like people are enjoying themselves. I think, as far as these comments go, looks like you guys are having a good time. I'm having a good time. Let's keep rocking. Okay, here we go. Back to Twitter. I'm going to do the most recent mentions here. So for the next, I'm going to do 3 more songs, and they're all going to be the most recent ones. So keep tweeting at me. Twitter, at SamuraiGit, SAMURAIGUIT. This one is by Sam. He says, yo, man, can you critique my band's first single? Based in the UK. Yes, I can. This is called Reality Puppets. Either by Control. Oh, no. The band's called Reality Puppets. The song is called Control. Here we go. It's really cool listening to you guys. I'm quite enjoying this. It humanizes, in a way, all the people who watch my videos. And I mean that in the way that, if you're playing a concert, you see all these people in front of you. You see, well, not necessarily masses, but you can see thousands of people if you're playing a stadium, or if you're playing like a small bar, you're seeing hundreds of people, whatever. You don't really get that on YouTube as much. You see the comments, but it's still, you have to make that connection. There's a human behind here. There's somebody here. There's somebody who pressed subscribe. And it's really hard to see a number like, okay, I see 315 people watching right now. I know that's a lot of people. But I'm sitting in my study here, and that's just a number to me. And so actually hearing these songs and hearing this kind of brings a human element to this, and that's something that's very cool. Anyway, sorry to delay. This is the song Controlled by Reality Puppets. Ooh, I like that harmony. It's kind of Allman Brothers-y. Intro's a little long for my liking. I've mentioned that before. Nice feel to it. I would listen to this as I sat on my non-existent dock and watched the sun set over the lake at my non-existent cabin. Super chilled. Intro's too long, though, in my opinion. Like, you can have those long intros in the live setting. Save those for when you play live, because it's a totally different world. When you're making a recording, you gotta hook someone in fast. When you're playing live, you've already got them there. Then you can stretch it out. I'm having a little trouble hearing the vocals. I'm thinking that's a thing on my end, but I think the rhythm of the vocals is a little odd. Like right here. Hang on. Like that. It just seems like that quick little bit there was like, it seems like you're trying to jam a few too many syllables in there. Simplify it. Take out, say less. Try to always say less. The goal is not to be wordy. The goal is not to have as many words as possible in a song. I think the goal is to have as little in a song as possible and say the most. So I can't really understand the lyrics, or else I would probably like to look at them and chat about them a little bit more. But this is like a big thing, is eliminating the fluff. If you can say more with as few words as possible, you're going to tell such a more powerful story. And so here's an example of this that I remember reading once. Okay, so let's say I told you the story, and the story, I'm going to tell you a tragically sad story. And the story goes, well, there was a guy, and he met a girl, and they fell deeply in love, and they decided that they wanted to have a child, and they had the name picked out for this child, and it was going to be a little baby girl, and they built her a crib, and they painted it pink, and they had planned that she was going to, and they bought her little baby skates for her little baby feet, but then the wife miscarried, and everyone was super sad. Anyway, so that story, not a great story. But listen to this story. I have to make sure I remember it. Okay, here it is. Infant shoes for sale, never worn. Like that in itself, that tells that same story. And when you think about it, it's like it's devastating. And it works so well because it's so simple. There's no fluff in there. This is a concept that I try to apply to my songs. If I can say something powerful with as few words as possible, people are going to connect more. I can't read the lyrics here because I don't believe they're there, but that's just something that I would like I would like everybody to think about as they write their songs. Try to say less with more. No, don't do that. Try to say more with less. Let's listen to a couple more seconds of this. Here I'd like to hear something. We're a minute and 13 seconds into the song. I need some sort of chorusy hook, I think, at this point. It still seems, and I mentioned this with another song, it seems like the melody is kind of staying in the same register. I'd like to hear something change. And if one of the common ways of doing this is having the melody jump up and it goes higher, or having the words sung out for a long period of time and it's a totally different rhythm. Something to think about. But for the most part, really cool, well produced, nice stuff. Okay, 2 more. This one is funky tropical jazz rock, Daniel Guzmao. Oh man, I clicked the wrong thing. Let's go back here. Oh man, where'd it go? I'm gonna find it. Oh man, am I gonna find it? Or did I screw this up? If you can tweet me that again. Oh, here it is. Oh no, it's not. Oh, here it is. Yes. Okay, this one's called, he says, Funky Tropical Jazz Rock, Verdi Girls by Mai Uhanas. Official video. Here's a thought. Here's just a little thought about this. And this is just personal, and this is like nitpicking to like the most nitpicky thing. I've seen a couple videos today that say official video. I don't love that tag. How do I say this? Unless you're a huge, massive rock band who's putting out a bunch of different things, and you know that people are going to be copying you. I feel like when you put official video there, it makes it seem... I don't know. What am I trying to say? I don't love seeing official video. It makes it seem... I don't know how to phrase it. I don't know how to phrase this. I would probably not put official video there, because is there an unofficial video? Is there anything else there? I don't know. Weird little nitpicky thing. I don't even really know the root of why that is something I don't like, but I know that it kind of is. Anyway, besides the point. Let's listen to this. Oh, the video is of an eel or something. A sea eel just like hunting away. Really cool vibe. I like this piano. Or these keys. It's like slightly dissonant. Also this video, I'm just watching like a sea eel cruise around. It's kind of different than a lot of things that I've ever heard, and I'm really quite enjoying this. It's a style of music I don't really work in a ton. One little thought might be, is that a triangle in there? I might get rid of the triangle, because to a lot of people, I think that might put it in the world of like elevator-y type music, even though it's too cool for that. And the guiro, I might get rid of those two things and just like let everything else happen, because those two things, I know it's part of the style, but it just makes someone like me think. It makes me think of elevator music, and this is way too cool for that to be the implication. Anyway, really cool song. That's awesome. Well done, man. Well done. Thank you for sharing. Okay, I can't remember how many more I'd say I would do. I'll do 2 more, and then we're calling it a day. I'll do the most recent ones in my Twitter mentions. Again, at Samurai Git. At Samurai, SAMURAIGUIT on Twitter, and I will be listening to any of the songs on there. I'm going to refresh it right about now, and whatever song comes up, that's the one that I'm going to listen to. I would love to hear all you guys have to post and everything you guys have, but I got to live my life. Oh, man, it's already 6 o'clock. Okay, I'm doing one more. I lied. This is sonic experimentation to express my feels about moving home over the summer. Everyone's got those feels. Here we go. This is by Victor Vers. Loading. Okay, here we go. Oh, 1 minute and 2 seconds. Nice. I don't know if it's just me, but it's quite lo-fi. The distortion on the vocals is something I'm not loving. I think you get that same effect with having a little bit of a clearer recording there. Stress my feels about moving home over the summer. I have a feeling that you don't feel great about moving home over the summer. I mean, this has got a vibe to it. It's got a cool, not retro, a cool lo-fi vibe to it. One of the things I would think about when you're making lo-fi music like that is, I think you want things to sound like they were done on purpose. You purposely chose to make that guitar distort in that way for the sonic, to create some sonic interest and for that to be like a stylistic thing. I don't think you want it to sound like it's a mistake. And some of the vocal thing, when I hear that distorting that much, I'm thinking, okay, I don't think that was meant to be quite that distorted. And so that's a line that you got to be thinking about. Guys, I've got to wrap this up. I need to eat and cook dinner before I have to teach a guitar lesson. And then I need to go teach another guitar lesson. And then I need to, what else do I need to do? Oh, and then Jenny is coming back from Calgary, and I need to pick her up from the airport. And I need to try to remember the band that I said that she would like so I can show it to her. Oh, someone said that last song reminds them of John Frusciante's Neandra album. That's a one of those albums I can listen to like once every 5 years, and it puts me into a state. But it's a really fascinating look at someone who has just ravaged their brain and body with drugs. Anyway, I'm gonna read through a couple of these comments to make sure I haven't deeply offended anyone or made anyone hate me too much. Looks like there was some infighting in the Twitter here, or in the comments here, so that's always good. Keep at it, guys. Keep on leaving those comments. All right. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. My apologies that this YouTube chat is such a sack of garbage today. I really would have loved to scroll through these and read the comments as the song was playing, but that is not always the case. Sometimes technology hates me. Maybe because I tried to, I don't know. YouTube, why? Why'd you do this to me? I'm gonna be taking my brand to Twitch. I'm probably not, actually. I'll just keep it going here. All right. Guys, thank you all so very much for tuning in. I've got a new video. Actually, it's coming out tomorrow. I'm doing a video for Canada Day with a special sponsor for it. It should be a good one. And they wanted it released on Thursday, so no video on Friday, but there's a video tomorrow. Besides that, new videos will be back to schedule next week, Mondays, Fridays, another stream next Wednesday. I don't know if I'll do one of these again next Wednesday. I'll do it again in the future at some point. Next Wednesday, I might get back to my normal thing where I'm jamming out, or I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Anyway, that's about it. Tell your friends to subscribe. Leave me comments. Keep being cool. Thank you all so very much for watching. I'm Samurai Guitarist, and I will see you again next time.